This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Thursday, May 7th, a mostly sunny and pleasant day on the way for the DFW area with a high of 76. A few clouds will drift in this evening with a low of 62. Here are today's headlines. Grand Prairie canceled a private party for Muslims at a city-owned water park after Texas Governor Greg Abbott threatened to pull hundreds of thousands of dollars in state funding. The city announced the cancellation Wednesday evening, about 7 hours after Abbott issued the ultimatum on social media. Call off the event by May 11th or lose $530,000 in state funds. In an emailed statement to the Dallas Morning News, Grand Prairie said it canceled the party after further review and in the best interest of the city. Epic Waters Indoor Water Park had planned to host a June 1st celebration for an Islamic holy day that celebrates devotion and sacrifice. But flyers for the event circulated on social media in recent days, prompting a backlash among conservatives and social media influencers. Abbott pointed to a law he signed last year that targeted the business structure behind The Meadow, a planned Muslim-centric neighborhood about 40 miles northeast of Dallas, previously called Epic City. It is not clear if the law applies to private events at publicly funded facilities. In other news, the Texas Department of Public Safety has proposed rule changes that would affect how Texans apply for and renew certain licenses, including handgun carry licenses. At the center of the proposal, applicants would need to submit proof of eligibility under the Personal Responsibility and Work Opportunity Reconciliation Act of 1996, a federal law that limits certain public benefits to U.S. citizens and specific categories of lawfully present non-citizens. While Texans can still apply for a license to carry, state law allows most adults to carry handguns without one, a policy known as permitless carry. The proposed changes would apply to those who still seek a license. The proposal was filed in April and is subject to a public comment period, which closes May 24th. If adopted, the rules could take effect as early as late May. Next up, a rapid rise in the cost of living has left seniors on fixed incomes in a precarious position across the U.S., according to the Elder Index, produced by researchers at the Gerontology Institute at the University of Massachusetts in Boston. When older residents are pushed out or impoverished to the point that they cannot participate in the community, it not only harms their mental and social well-being, it also strains their families. On average, older adults in Dallas, Collin, and Tarrant counties must have access to about $40,000 a year to meet the costs of living independently if they have a mortgage and are in relatively good health. That's according to researchers of the Elder Index. The index measures the income that adults over 65 would need to live independently with economic security based on the cost of living across the U.S. And players and coaches of the University of Dallas men's basketball team said they are out $60,000 after a travel company filed for bankruptcy following a series of payments the team made for a trip to London. But a $30,000 donation from Mark Cuban on Wednesday may allow the trip to happen after all. The Division III program based in Irving spent 18 months fundraising for a trip to the UK as part of a team tradition of taking any player not from a city within their conference home for a series of games if they stick with the program for 3 years. Senior forward Michael Kennedy grew up in the London suburbs, so his team was eager to take him there to play a few games in front of friends and family. After over a year of hard work, they had the means to do it, and then the company they'd booked the trip through declared Chapter 7 bankruptcy and then stopped responding to emails from the team. But after Wednesday's surprising donation, things are looking up for their trip to Europe in a few months. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.